It's Wednesday, January the 3rd, 2024. I am Doug. It's time once again to play some more Wordle. Today, Barry M. Spinner, 2251. Hope you're enjoying a good spin today, Barry. Doug, why not try the common word ore? We looked that one up. That's apparently a term referring to a gold coin from the ancient Rome. That's according to the dictionary. So there you go. We learned something new today. Anyhow, that's a fantastic. It's Barry's starting word. Fantastic starting word in terms of quality letters. Maybe a second only to audio when you think about it. I don't think we've ever tried it, so we're going to go ahead and try ore today. There we go, and nicely done. We got an R and an I out of position. We've exhausted all the classic vowels except O. And so we've ruled out A, U, and E. O would be an interesting choice to take a swing at in a second guess, I would suggest. So I'm wondering, how might I do that? Boy, you know what? So here's I already have a guess. I actually love the guess. We could have a rare two-guess answer here, but I'm going to tell you how in my brain I just got to it. So I'm focusing on the letter O. And I'm like, what do we do with the O and maybe work in the I and the R for giggles? And I know that you typically will want to put the O and I together. Now, the I can't be at the end, which is fine. So then I'm thinking to myself, what about O, I, and R? So visually in my brain, here's what I have. O, I, and R. And I realized, okay, yep, those are all positions that are in play that we haven't already tested. So can I think of any words that end in O-I-R? And so immediately I'm thinking of the word choir. That's just the first thing that came to mind, I suppose. And you know what? Random trivia about my life for those who are interested in such matters. I went to Catholic school growing up, and I was in a choir. You wouldn't know it by my voice today. And please don't ask me, request that I start singing songs because the answer is no. I do have a cameo, though, so if you want to purchase a cameo, I'll sing whatever you'd like. Anyhow, let's try choir. That could be a two-guess solve. I'm actually feeling kind of good about that. So let's find out. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word choir? No, it's not. That's as close to a song you're going to get today. And we also do know that the I and the R are not in the fourth and fifth positions, respectively, and that there is, in fact, no O. So maybe I don't think we have a double I, because my goodness gracious, where would they go? I wonder if maybe a Y is worked in there somewhere. So, for example, what if we visualized R and I in the front? Is there anything that might make sense to have the Y involved? I don't know. It's too bad we don't typically, you wouldn't have a plural, so a word like rinds, like potato rinds, wouldn't be the answer. But I will say, I guess maybe it's more of an eval here, right? Because, and by the way, right would have been a fantastic guess if it weren't for the H in choir being evaluated. Resigning myself to this being an eval, we'd get N, D, and S looked at, and we'd almost certainly figure out where at least one of the two of R and I are. I'm wondering, maybe that's the play here. Again, kind of resigning myself to not getting in three. But I think an eval is in order, and why not get the next best consonants looked at? So I'm going to do kind of an eval for rinds, and let's see how much progress we can make here. And wow, look at that. Oh boy, we're in a bit of a pickle here, ladies and gents. No green on the fourth guess, and so now we know that the I has to be either here or here. We also know that the R has to be either in the second or the fourth spot. Interesting. I suppose, looking at this board, One thing that's maybe possible is the I being in the, let's do a quick visualization. The IR being the third and the fourth, because I know we've evaluated S and H, but shirt, I imagine is probably, if we take a moment and look at this, we'd probably find a lot of possibilities where there are words where you can have two consonants, an I and two consonants. So maybe that's what I'm really looking for here. So shirt, smirk, things like that. S words are ruled out. So in this particular scenario, what is the most plausible first two letters? Let's see. Keep in mind that we haven't even looked at the T yet. But what would make sense? Yeah, but what would make sense to go with that T? So I don't think T can be our first letter. The problem is good two consonant combinations, P and L, but PLIR don't work with anything. BLIR, flirt, FLIR, flirt is very interesting to me here. That makes a lot of sense. That actually looks really, really good. Now, here's the deal, right? With flirt, if it's not the answer, we would be guaranteed to have the final positioning of both I and R. So we come out of flirt, if it's not the answer, and I bet you it probably is, but if it's not, we have at minimum two green tiles. We will be evaluating F, L, and T, and I would be shocked if that didn't also light something additional up. So while we would only have two guesses left, we would have substantially more progress than we have now. So I guess what I'm trying to say is it's time to flirt a little. So let's go ahead and try that. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, is the answer to today's puzzle the word flirt? That was me flirting, by the way. No, it's not. But look at that. The I and the R both positioned, and the L and the T join the party in yellow out of position. So we know that either the fifth letter is our mystery letter, or it's L. Now, here's why I know it's L. Come along with this ride. If the last letter was the mystery letter, your only option then becomes LTIRK, which is not a word. So you know now that L is our last letter. And so that leaves us with twirl, because there's no word you can make that's blank TIRL. So I think this is what we needed, right? Flirt got us the answer because just that quick process of elimination gets us to the only possible answer being twirl. So there we go. This one was a little fun. This is a bit of a journey from an interesting starting word that looks very attractive and actually is, with a little flirting, and then we got a twirl, and now we're going to have our solution. Let's make it official. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word twirl? Yes, it is. There we go. So just like that, great. We have now gone 50 puzzles since we have last tasted that bitter taste of defeat, and we are rocking and rolling. So Barry, again, hope you're enjoying a good spin today, and thank you so much. That was a very interesting starting word, and it got us to a fun place. Tomorrow is going to be the word homes, HOMES. So for those who like to get that advance notice so they can play along how they wish, there you go. Once again, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope you'll see you tomorrow for some more Wordle.